Right, good morning everyone. Now last night I sat and started to make this. It's just to help you. You can make your own Christmas tree baubles. And the way I did that, I just used some chipboard. So I cut, I think it was, let me measure it. 3 inches, or in centimetres. It's 7.5 centimetres, but it doesn't matter, you can do them any size you want. So I just cut 6 pieces exactly the same, glued them all together to make the box, and then I just used some of these, which are the lollipop sticks. I have 2 different sizes. I don't know if I've done with the other ones. Oh, here they are. So I've used these smaller ones because they're thinner, and just cut them. And then what I've done is I gave them 1 layer of tissue paper last night. I need to do another layer and go over here. But it's just okay, put them together like that. You can do any shape you want. And then I also decided that I'll try this one. So I've cut the shape out, and you cut 2 pieces. When I can find the other one. There we are. So you cut 2 pieces the same. I've just used card like that to glue on there, and then I'm going to do one exactly the same on this side. And as soon as my glue gun's ready, I can do that. And I've got the strips here. Not quite hot enough, but hey ho, we'll get it done. I'm doing it on a non-stick mat, sorry. And then, in fact, I just glue the paper, to be honest. Just glue the paper, stick that on the mat, push it into place where it needs to be. Like that. You can get rid of all the excess later. And push that in place. So you can do it again this time. You do have to wait for it to dry, that's the problem. I didn't. Don't worry about things like that, that's going to all be covered. And you can peel off any excess. And just keep going round. Oops. So I'm just going to put it on the deck and follow that around like that. In fact, I'm just going to do it this way. Keep pushing it around until you get to the end. Right, hang on, I've got to turn this around so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, push that in like that. Let that dry. I think that's dried enough. And you've got that. Now, what you need to do then is I've cut these strips. And these are the structure strips. So I'm just going to snip this off here. Like that. Take the structure strip. And just add that to that. And the reason why I've cut it on a bend as a zigzag is because it's more manoeuvrable. You can manoeuvre it more. So let's just have a look. Just peel that back. Like that. And as long as you've got the crease where you need it, see, like that, then you can just bend them over. That's it. Not sure if I'm going to need that many. Just follow the contour of the pattern you're doing. Like that. See? And then you just peel all of these back. Sorry, I've got glue on me. Just peel all of those back. So now that's reinforced, then when you come to doing your cover, you can just go over it, and you've made yourself a wide, a 3D, because that's a 2D flat. And then you could do it like that if you want and just decorate one of those, or you can do it this way. Now I chose it, you know, to do it this way because I just wanted something different. So now what I've got to do is to get the same thickness of card. I might need to add that on again. That's a little bit too much there, but it might come off. But I'm not fussed about that. We can just... In fact, I'll just take it off because it's doing me head in. I've got glue on my fingers. It's awful. So then we're going back to that. And you end up with that. And again, what you can do is just do so many at once. You don't have to do too many. Fold that like that. Fold it over. You see? And then you're just going to pull these back. And ease them into position. And just quickly drop that back down like that. See? So that's the first side covered, and then all you have to do then is to attach this one. And to do that, I would do it from the point first. Like that. And I would only do the edge of the paper to get that going, because now you don't have the you can't do it on the deck like you did the first piece, but just get that going. It will open up. Just push that in like that. And then just use your structure strips to go over that again. So let's just do that one again. just do smaller sections at a time if that's easier for you. And remember, you've got to make sure that you get the edge of this into that crease. And that's why cutting them like that, they can overlap each other slightly. And you've made your own. How cool is that? Now that's not quite stuck down there. So we're just going to stick that down. And then our structure strip will help with that. Oh, you straighten that out again. That's nothing. So I'm just going to do the piece for that section. Which is just there. Again, pushing it into place. We can just seal that in. Like that. And you see, you've made yourself a 3D. Oh, got to do this, haven't I? A 3D bauble, Christmas bauble. And I think they're great. And then you can decorate them however you want. Is it all down? Just got that bit to do. Now, of course, you just need a lid on that. So, what we can do with that one is you just take a piece of card. So, I'm just going to fit mine on there like that. Trim it. Then I'm going to put a hole in it. Let me just do this. So I've got that. I'm going to push that right through like that. I take my thread. You can do this wool, whatever you want to do. Whatever you have at hand. So I'm just going to do this. Poke my thread through like that. I'm going to knot it on the end a couple of times, like a nice big knot. Well, that was two separate ones. Try and do it so that you've got a nice chunky knot. Like that, and then you just pull it to there, glue around it, let that set, and then when you're ready you can just add it to this one. Excuse me. And I'm not fussed about that at all. And you just sit that on top like that. See? So you've got that. This I'm just using scrap. Okay, so that's all on there. Now what you can do, structure strip again. Take your card, cut a piece, just do the normal structure now. Fold that in half, going to be a little bit too big. Cut it down. Just attach that on there. It doesn't matter about it, what size it is or anything like that. Do that one, I think. Cut it down a little bit. Put that on that side. Move your wire, your thing out of the way. And you just trim that to size. That's it. And that's going to hold that. And then you can decorate yours and covering it in all the tissue and whatnot. I've got that to finish, obviously. And you've made your own. And I just think that is a lot better to make a set. You could do 6 of these, 6 of those, you know. And for doing the round bauble, you need a balloon. So you blow a balloon, the small balloons, blow them up, cover them in paper tissue, and then when they're set, cut them, paint them, attach your hanger, and you can have all your own Christmas decorations. So, you know, it's dead easy. Like I say, you can do this. When you get the glue out, I'm using wood glue on mine because it's better when you're painting it. And there you go. And you end up with it covered. Now I need to do another layer on that because I need to go over these as well. But if I wanted to do a pattern across there, like a band of some sort. So let me just see if it'll fit. That's going to be, well, I can just put that on. And just put my band where I want it, which can separate my top from the bottom. Press that down. And then I could put Merry Christmas, see? And then all you do with that is, let me get the glue. And I just cover it like that. That's all I do. Add a bit of water to my brush. Crease that. Like that. There's my piece. See, like that. And then you just keep building on and building on until you're quite happy with what you've got. See, like that. Once the tissue's wet, it is a little bit flexible for you to play around with. I'm just going to put a little bit on the end here. And I can play with this all day long. because it's fun. And then you can choose the colours you want, paint them. I'm going to have my box red because my Christmas theme this year is red. So I'm going to paint my box red, and I'm going to do these white. But I'll paint, look, when I've done another coat on it, I will paint these white first, and then it's because I've gone into the edges like that, it's easier for me to paint it.